Welcome to Prestige Worldwide, the podcast, a weekly battle of wits, debating everything from horseshoes to hand grenades, all for the privilege to be called right. And now, your hosts, Bobo and Travis.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Prestige Worldwide, the podcast. I'm Bobo, which is always is Travis.
Hey, guys!
How is everybody?
I'm good, man. How about you?
Strikes and gutters, ups and downs.
You always sound so downtrodden, correct me if I'm wrong.
Except for last week. Last week I was on cloud nine.
That is true, but correct me if I'm wrong. But then, as the episode gets going, you kind of come a little bit more alive.
Alive, but not necessarily more downtrodden. Sometimes I just get angry.
That's true. That good point. So
you never know. You never know what's going to happen.
You never know what you're going to get with Bobo. But,
that's right. You have no fucking clue.
But let's get into,
I don't either.
Let's get into the reason that you are a little bit downtrodden. Okay. That would be the Fantasy Movie League. And we're gonna kind of move quickly this week because we want to get to the actual topic. And but we need to congratulate Andy for winning this week's this week's Fantasy League. So
no, we're not going to congratulate him. He still owes me a fucking call and apology, by the way, about his fucking dough.
You mean no? You got lucky, so you guys need to redo it again and see if you get it again.
I'll do it again whenever he's fucking ready. Name the time and place, Andy. I'll fucking throw down. Also, fuck your Fantasy Movie League team.
Yeah, wow. Kudos to him. He didn't just win; he crushed us this week.
He dominated us.
Yep.
So yeah, Andy. Oh my god, I don't know how he did it. I don't know what soul he sold to the devil or however he managed to get this, but he fucking crushed it this week in the movie league.
I am curious because I put my usual 30 seconds of work into this and couldn't come anywhere close to what Andy had. But
so what did Andy end up with? 101 million. I think second place was 81 million. So he ended up $20 million ahead of second place.
Yeah.
For his first win of the season. Big Red came in second. Tim came in third. Travis came in fourth.
That's right.
I came in fifth. Also not happy about that.
Yeah.
Family Fun Time came in sixth. Derp came in seventh. Suck my dick, Derp. Andrice came in eighth. That's what you get for not telling me who you are. Frank came in ninth, and everyone else didn't play.
I wish I was really, you were going down the line, and I was following along with my eyes. And when you got to Derp, then you said suck my dick. I was like, wait, did somebody change their name? That'd be awesome if Andrice just said suck or changed his name to suck my dick. I'm not telling you who I am. But,
do it, Andrice. Change your name to Suck This Dick or something, so we know that you're listening at least still.
I really hope Andrice doesn't even listen. I hope
he has to. You have to have the password.
I hope somehow he stumbled in. I don't know, but I don't know.
And knew the password was Travis Bobo, all one word, which you can also find at fantasymovieleague.com by searching for Prestige Worldwide, the podcast, as one of the leagues, and come join us.
I was just setting you up for that, but that you do make a good point. But if you're following along at home, that brings Andy to first place overall, and Big Red number 2. Bobo slips to third.
I'm third.
Derp is in fourth. Andrice is fifth. Tim's sixth. Family Fun Time seventh. Frank is eighth. I'm in ninth, and everybody else doesn't really play. So Big E, get back on it. But
we need more people to come play. Again, fantasymovieleague.com. The league is Prestige Worldwide, the podcast, and the password is Travis Bobo, all one word, all lowercase.
I would have to win 5 times in the manner in which Andy won this week to even crawl back up into first. We're wishing you the worst of luck. There is no way it's happening. But anyways, so that's pretty much the update. Sorry we didn't spend more time on it, I guess. But congratulations, Andy. And I did set my tiebreaker for the week. So.
Oh, good. Proud of you.
But anyways, let's.
Proud of you.
You want to move on into what we're going to actually talk about this week?
Yeah, this is one of our, I think, definitely in our top 5 favorite topics. Wouldn't you say, Travis?
It is quickly becoming my favorite. I do like doing this.
Is it that? Maybe top 3 even. Oh my God.
I think so. I'm pretty sure this is right. I like playing the games, but I
do too. This is absolutely one of my top 3.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
For people that don't know what we're doing, it is March Madness this week. As you're listening to this podcast on Thursday, the NCAA tournament is kicking off, and we like to celebrate that by doing our own alternative brackets, which we started the first year of the podcast. So we're now in the third year of doing alternative brackets for the podcast. So big round of applause for us.
Thank you. Yes. You're welcome.
Yeah, we deserve it. I deserve all the applause, and Travis deserves all the applause. We deserve the applause. Please clap for us wherever you are, in your car, at the office, in the fucking soup kitchen line. I don't know where you are.
Clap, you idiots. Clap.
Dance puppets. Anyways, so this year we have 4 new brackets. I've brought in 2. Travis has brought in 2. And we're going to complete the brackets. Travis is going to complete the brackets that I brought in for him, and vice versa.
Right.
And I'm very excited about the 2 brackets I brought in for Travis. I'm very excited about these topics. I think the listeners are going to really respond well to them also.
How did you go about selecting your brackets?
They just come to me. I don't really have a method to it.
Okay.
I mean, I was just brainstorming, and this is what stuck.
I was going to try to tailor my brackets more towards your interests, but then it just became too much work, so I just can't, I felt like if I did something, spoiler alert, or not spoiler alert, but I was going to do something about dogs. But then I was thinking, you were just going to shit on, every breed of dog, or actually just talk about every breed of dog, which was going to just bore the hell out of me.
That could be funny, though, because for people that don't know, I have Great Danes, and I love Great Danes. I don't really like many other dog breeds, though.
Right. So
it'd be funny for me to say how much I hate dogs as a person who spends most of his life around them.
When most people don't have a strong opinion on specific breeds of dogs.
Oh, I think you're very wrong about that.
I mean, outside of your world?
No. I bet you even our friend base, I bet you we go ask, I bet you they all have a strong opinion about a breed or two. I bet you're wrong about that.
Okay, yes, you're right. I would say about a breed or two. I mean, we can just put it out there. Most people hate poodles. So, I would say that, yes, you're probably going to get something like that, but you are on the, if you're on the dog hating spectrum, you're on the top end, and most people are down on the low end. So
that's probably true, but I'm also on the top end for a lot of things that I hate. I'm just a hater, man. I'm a fucking hater from way back.
That is true. But why don't you explain to our listeners, before we get into our brackets, what we're going to do, or do you want to save that for the end of the episode?
No. We're going to do it right now. We got to explain how the process works. So we have 4 brackets. Each of my brackets and Travis's brackets have 16 items on them on a category of our own choosing. And we will go through and we'll play the little NCAA tournament. We're going to rank them against each other, and you got to pick one or the other. Which one do you like better? And then the bracket progresses till the end. We get to 2 winners from each side of the bracket, the finals, if you will, and we let the listeners vote on the winner.
Yeah, I was going to try to stop you during that because I think most people understand how brackets work. What I was really asking you is if you were going to talk about our actual NCAA brackets.
Oh, fuck.
And do you want to wait till the end of that to talk about that, or do you want to do that now?
We'll do that now, too. Travis and I this year are going to play head-to-head against each other in an NCAA bracket challenge.
Right.
We have not worked out what the terms of the wager are, though.
I don't know.
Which are very important to me.
I don't know that there's going to be terms of a wager, but
We'll work it out.
Okay, we'll work it out. But why don't you explain what makes your league special?
My league special?
Yeah. What?
So Travis is going to be playing. He's going to join the Bronze Langic League, which is a league of all of my friends who come to my biannual LAN party. This is going to sound really nerdy. I apologize in advance, people. All right. I'm a fucking nerd. I play a lot of video games. We all play video games. In fact, we all play so many video games. We come to my house in the middle of bumfuck nowhere twice a year to gather around a gigantic table, like 20 of us, 15, 20 of us, to play video games for a whole fucking 3 or 4 day span.
Right. And if you are if you're not familiar with what a LAN party is, it used to be everybody would bring their desktop computers and hook them together and all play, but now everybody
what do you mean used to be?
Well,
that's exactly what we're still doing.
Do you guys bring your desktops? I thought most people brought their laptops.
No, they're all desktops. We're all serious gamers, Travis. We're not bringing laptops.
Oh God. Okay. Wow. Yeah, it's just
right. No, you didn't notice that when you were here the one time?
I forgot. It's been a while.
I'll send you a picture. We'll put a picture on the website.
All right.
In all its nerdom and glory. But anyways, that's literally what's happening. You're right, Travis. We're bringing our computers and we're going to sit around and play video games together for a fucking weekend.
So, anyways, so they also have a NCAA tournament bracket
Yes, because this has real stakes. The person who comes in first place gets first dibs on sleeping arrangements at my house for the land, which is not superseded by arrival time, which is usually it's first come, first served.
Right.
Traditional as tradition goes. However, the winner of the bracket will get, say, even over first come, first served of their sleeping preference in my house.
I pity Ann because I'm assuming your bed's the most comfortable.
You must mean Helen, because in the land world, her name is Helen.
Oh, I don't want to know.
You don't want to know. However, you definitely don't want to come in second place, because second place is the first loser, Travis, and you get fucking nothing.
Okay.
But if you come in last place, you have to wear a article of clothing of the winner's choice for the entire weekend.
Okay.
And you must prepare and do a song and dance or talent show type skit for us as well.
Oh my God. Okay. I don't even know where to begin. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, don't lose.
It doesn't matter. I'm not doing it either way, but, cause I'm a goddamn adult and not going to summer camp. So,
You're not fun. You're not fun. We like to have fun. All right. You're the fun, please.
I guess so. I don't know. I'd like to hear from our listeners. Call in 747 banging. Would you do you find these things fun as an adult? Like
like wagers like that, just things like that, like last place, things like that.
Yeah, like that to me, like I don't know. That just doesn't that's not fun for me at all. I don't.
Well, don't lose then.
I don't rise to the challenge when it comes to this shit. So as we can see in the fantasy movie league, I'm not one like I am competitive. However, I just shit the bed every goddamn time.
Yeah, that's true. You don't strive to get better either, which is another big problem I have.
I mean, I do. I do to a certain degree. I'm only willing to put so much work into the fantasy movie league.
All right, so Travis is going to join our tournament league to do that with us,
right?
But he's been to the land before too, so he knows what it's all about.
But basically, it's going to be Bobo versus I. So
right, yes. So we're going to compete head to head. We'll have some other wager, which not involve a humiliation punishment because Travis can't deal with those.
No, I can't. Yeah,
maybe we'll put 50 cents on it.
That's fine.
$1 even. Who knows?
100 pennies. Crazy. It's got to be 100 pennies.
100 pennies.
There you go.
All right. So, do you want to unveil your first bracket?
Sure.
For the episode?
Yeah. We're gonna start off with condiments. All right.
Oh.
I'm a huge fan of condiments.
When you say huge fan, like what do you mean? Like, do you mean like you just enjoy the taste of ketchup, or are you like me, where food is literally just a vehicle to use condiments with, and the condiments are actually what you want to eat?
That is it. That
okay.
Yes,
gotcha.
That is where I'm at. So, yeah, I love condiments. So we're gonna go through this, and you kind of tell me what you'd rather have. So the first one's pretty easy.
Okay.
Ketchup versus yellow mustard.
Oh, ketchup. I hate mustard. In fact, if there's anything else on your list that has the word mustard in it, Travis, you can just delete it from the list.
Well, I'm not going to delete it, but yeah, there may or may not be another mustard here on this.
If it starts with the word honey, I don't care. It's still fucking mustard. Disgusting.
Thousand Island dressing or ranch dressing?
Oh, okay. So I recently learned what Thousand Islands dressing is.
Okay.
It's literally just mayonnaise and ketchup and some celery.
And all relish. Yeah,
mixed together.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I didn't realize that. It makes me want to think twice about this now.
Oh, really?
Because I love fancy sauce. Is fancy sauce on your list?
Fancy sauce is not on my list.
Huh. All right, I'm still going to say ranch, but this is a tough one.
Okay, ranch it is. All right.
I do love ranch on a good pizza.
Yeah, I like, as much as I like Thousand Island, I think ranch has more applications than Thousand Island does. Like that.
Yeah, Thousand Islands is basically limited to salads or the Big Mac.
Burgers, it's great on. Have you ever put it on a turkey sandwich?
No, like I said, I recently learned what it was, so I never really used it because I didn't really understand what it really was.
I'm gonna change your life. Put it on a turkey sandwich. Put a couple slices of cucumber on there, and it's fucking awesome.
All right, I'll check that out.
Next one, pesto versus salsa.
So this is an easy one for me. A lot of people are going to disagree with this, but I love pesto.
Oh, I know. I love pesto as well.
Oh, I don't really like salsa. I'm not big on chunky tomatoes. Not really my thing.
I only like salsa if it is the shitty store brand salsa that doesn't taste like tomatoes anymore. Like,
yes, no. Me too, Travis. Me too.
Like,
Hashtag me too.
I really don't like tomatoes, but if you give me like shitty store brand salsa, I'll eat the whole goddamn jar.
That's where I'm at. I like the ragu of the salsa world, though.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep. All right. God, how are we liking that way? That's fucking weird.
I don't know. Tartar sauce versus relish.
Oh, God. Do I have to pick?
Oh, yes, you do.
I hate them both with the heat of 1,000 suns.
I don't mind. I don't like relish. Although, like...
Then I'll let you have relish. If you want to pick relish for me, though, Travis, a little celebrity cameo, you can have it. I would take both those condiments and throw them off a fucking cliff.
Oh, no. I would much prefer... Like, in this one, tartar sauce wins out for me. So I'll put tartar sauce in there. Because there are some things tartar sauce is good on. And it's very limited, but Hush Puppies being one of them.
I don't really like tartar sauce on anything. However, fun fact, if you take relish and tartar sauce and put it in your mouth together, it can look like pretend vomit. That's a little pro tip for all you guys, a little life hack.
All right. Well, thank you for that, I guess. I don't know when I'm ever going to need that, but, never.
To get out of work, dummy.
What do you video? Do you FaceTime your boss when you're trying to get out of work?
Oh, of course.
All right. We're on the other side now. Mayonnaise versus barbecue sauce.
Why you gotta put the two heavyweights next to each other like that, man?
Because you need to
right
make
to
a
the
decision.
title fight.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm gonna say mayonnaise, but that is a close one.
Yeah, I don't know that mayonnaise would have won out on mine. Barbecue
I mean, that's really tough. Like, you can't go wrong with a fucking great barbecue sauce.
All right.
But I'm gonna say mayonnaise. Mayo schmack mayonnaise.
Hot sauce versus honey.
Hot sauce. I hate honey.
Really?
Which is weird for me because as a kid with a fucking sweet tooth like me, you'd think I'd fucking love it.
Yeah.
I don't really like honey, though.
Okay. This one you're going to hate. Honey mustard versus Dijon mustard.
Which one do you like better, Travis? I'll pick that one.
Yeah, honey mustard all the way.
Honey mustard, sure, because it tastes less like mustard, I guess, than Dijon mustard. That's fine with me, too.
I love mustard. So
you put mustard on a sandwich and give it to me, I will vomit.
Good to know, because you may get a vomit sandwich here sometime soon.
Yeah, but it'll be somewhere where you have to watch it, so hope you don't have a squeamish stomach.
No, I don't.
Have you ever, speaking of squeamish stomach and people vomiting, this is a great fucking podcast so far. We're talking a lot about this. Have you ever seen somebody vomit because you vomited?
No, I don't believe I have.
I have a new life goal to make that happen.
Like, do you know of somebody that would do that?
I think Ann would.
Okay. So just like down.
I'm going to try it soon, guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to take one for the team and see if I can get her to vomit if I vomit.
Just down a bunch of mustard right in front of her?
Yep.
And like ask her to like come into the bathroom sometime and then just shut the door and lock it. And
my God, dude.
And then start pouring mustard in your mouth. You'll
like it's in the movie Saw. Just lock her in the bathroom and just start vomiting everywhere.
Right, yeah. Just,
It's like The Exorcist, though, like fucking projectile.
Do you think she would fall for the tartar sauce and relish trick?
I would. I have a much better fake vomit if you're actually looking for some ideas for fake vomit.
I'm not. But
you've got to incorporate toothpaste.
Oh, okay. All right, next one on the list, soy sauce versus wasabi.
Say soy sauce?
Yeah.
Oh, soy sauce. I don't like wasabi. I don't like spicy stuff that much.
Oh. I don't think I knew that you didn't like spicy stuff.
Yeah, you did. Everyone knows that. I'm a baby. I'm a piece of shit.
All right. Ketchup versus ranch.
Ketchup.
Ooh. I didn't think ranch would go out in this tournament so early. Pesto.
You could put it up against the fucking number one seed, man.
Pesto versus tartar sauce. I know that's going to be pesto.
That's pesto.
Mayo versus hot sauce.
Mayonnaise.
Okay.
I do like a good Frank's Red Hot, though. That's up there, but mayonnaise is just much more useful in so many other situations.
Cholula is so much better than Frank's, though. Soy sauce versus honey mustard.
Soy.
Yeah. All right. Ketchup versus pesto.
Ketchup.
I know. I feel like this might be a tough one for some people, but mayo versus soy sauce?
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought that was a clear winner there. No?
I really like soy sauce too. I mean, what are you gonna eat sushi with?
But how many? Well, this is your decision. But I also look at the amount of applications.
Right, which is why I think I'm gonna go for mayonnaise here, because just the sheer amount of application and the different uses it has, the versatility of mayonnaise. But
yeah,
that's not an easy one for me.
No, it's not. As I've recently found out.
Let me ask you a question: if you could never have soy sauce ever again, would you eat sushi ever again?
Oh yes. Oh, definitely.
Really, without soy sauce?
I put very little soy sauce on sushi.
Oh, see, for me, that's like half of why I eat sushi.
Oh no, no. I'm there for the sushi, the soy sauce. No, if there was there's been times where I don't use soy sauce at all.
Wow.
But, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I like
hot take.
I like sushi.
So do I, with soy sauce.
I don't need this.
I like French fries with ketchup. It's assumed that there's ketchup with the French fries.
I don't necessarily need to have ketchup with French fries either.
What?
Yeah, I don't eat.
What's the fucking point of French fries then?
I don't eat a whole lot of French fries anymore. Like, I don't know why.
Right, and when you do, because you want to eat ketchup. That's the whole point.
I do put ketchup on. Yes, I mean, or some other sauce. I do like mayo on my fries as well.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah,
sure.
But anyways,
a little fancy sauce.
I didn't even think of fancy sauce, or I would have put it on here. So this is the fancy sauce challenge, I guess, at this point, because it's ketchup versus mayonnaise.
So we have to let the listeners decide which is better. That's a good one for the listeners to decide.
Yep.
That'll be at pwthepodcast.com. Go to the website and you can vote on that, and we'll put that on we'll put it on Facebook and stuff too.
Absolutely. All right,
Travis. Are you ready for mine?
I am.
Are you ready?
I think so.
All right. The first bracket I have for you is chips.
Okay.
Now, I say chips. There's a couple chip-like things on here that are not exactly chips.
That's fine.
Just so you know. But it's basically chips is what this bracket is, okay?
Okay.
So
I just started thinking about your train wreck of a bracket from last time, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, well, whatever. Listen, this is better. This is new and improved, all right?
Okay.
First up, we have Pringles versus Cheetos.
All right. Cheetos.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's an early upset, I feel like. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like Pringles, but I'd much rather have Cheetos.
And in doing this bracket, okay, the next one is Utz versus Wise.
Utz versus like store brand?
No, as in Wise, W-I-S-E, Wise chips. You know?
Oh, I know. I know. Okay. Utz.
Okay. So in doing this bracket, I just showed to the listeners there's not like 16 really good like chips out there.
Yeah.
There's some filler at the bottom of the list. I want people to know that, all right? I tried very hard.
I figured this was just going to be flavors of chips.
We could do that next year.
We could do that next year.
So when you're doing this, Travis, you have to think of every flavor possible and pick based on that. Just keep that in mind. You know what I mean?
I automatically think what is the best version of each one.
Yes, and that's what you should do. Yeah. So I'm just so the listeners are playing along that it's the best version to live your best life, your best chip life here.
All right.
Next up, we have Hares versus Tostitos.
Hares? I don't even know what Hares is.
Really?
You mean hers? H-E-R-R?
Is it hers?
Yes.
I thought I pronounced it Hares.
No, it's hers chips. Next, Tostitos versus hers.
Yeah.
Ooh, I do like a good tortilla chip. However, you got to go with like, you know what? I honestly think I'm going to go with Tostitos on this one because a good like the hint of lime Tostito chip is better than like a hers like barbecue or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm going with Tostito on that one.
Okay. And now we got this one's an easy one. Bugles versus Doritos.
Oh, it's Doritos all day long.
Yeah, I figured so.
Yeah.
I do like Bugles though, just for the nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Bugles are fine.
Next side of the bracket, we got Ruffles versus Sun Chips.
Oh, you know what? I feel like Ruffles are a greatly underrated potato chip. And
really?
Yeah, I do. And I like Sun Chips, but I'm going with Ruffles on this one.
You're going to have some angry ducks.
Sorry. I mean, listen, I also don't like a company that can be swayed by public pressure because some goddamn fatties were too upset that their bag was too loud, so they changed their bag.
That was like 10 years ago, Travis.
I understand, but it's still stupid that people were upset over the volume of the bag. But anyways.
Okay. Anyways, I think Ruffles are very overrated, so we're on the opposite side of the spectrum there.
Really?
Lay's versus Fritos.
Oh. Lay's versus Fritos. Oh, man. I think I'm going to go with... I think I'm going to go with Fritos on that one.
Yeah. That's a big upset.
Well, if I'm going to get a chip, I'm going to get a good, hand-cooked chip. And the Lay's are too thin for me. I like a good crunch.
See, I like the thin Lay's. That's kind of, I don't know. I like that. But you know what? Fritos are delicious, man.
They are. Dude, barbecue, the honey barbecue twist burritos are awesome.
You lost me at the honey part, but...
You can try them. You'll like them. Just because it
I've
says
had
honey.
them. Honey barbecue's not nearly is actually fine. I don't mind honey barbecue. That's not ever been a problem. It's honey mustard that's a problem.
Oh, honey mustard's amazing. But anyways,
it's like my two arch enemies team up to battle my stomach. Cape Cod versus Kettle.
Kettle's that organic brand, right?
Yeah.
It's Cape Cod all the way.
Yeah, of course. Who wants fucking organic shit?
No, I like them. They're good, but Cape Cod is a better chip.
Pop Chips versus Zaps.
Pop Chips versus Zaps. Oh man, this one's kind of a difficult one for me because I
thought so too.
There's some good Zaps, but there are also some really good Pop Chips. I'm going with Pop Chips.
Okay.
That may be an underrated, or that may be an unpopular opinion, but that's where I'm going.
Okay. So now we're back to the top there. We got Cheetos versus Utz.
Ooh. I'm going Cheetos.
Cheetos beating out Utz. Oh my God, what an upset.
Sorry, bro.
Tostitos versus Doritos.
Doritos. I mean, Doritos are just Tostitos with more flavor.
Right, I think I kind of feel the same way there. Yeah, how about you pick Tostitos? You like not flavored Doritos?
Yeah,
you know?
I'm not gonna pick Cool Ranch Doritos. What am I, a fucking idiot? Come on.
Ruffles versus Fritos.
Fritos.
Wow, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cape Cod versus Pop Chips.
Cape Cod. So the Final Four only has one traditional potato chip in it.
And I was worried that they wouldn't have any in it. Travis?
Yes.
Cheetos versus Doritos.
Ooh, now this one's more difficult. Because there's a variety of Doritos, and there's not really a strong variety of Cheetos. But
the flaming hot ones, though.
But I've not had the flaming hot Cheetos at all.
Oh.
But if you told me go to the store and get Cheetos or Doritos, but you can only have one, I'm gonna go with Cheetos.
Oh my God.
I am?
Man, that Cheeto really worked on you as a kid. Jesus Christ. All right. And last, we got Fritos versus Cape Cod.
Oh, God. I believe it's going to be Cheetos versus Fritos, Bobo.
I did not think this bracket was going to go like this.
Yeah. I honestly, at the beginning of it, I wouldn't have thought that this would have been the outcome either, but I think that's where that's going to go.
Well, it is Fritos versus Cheetos. 2 enter and 1 leaves, I guess. The fucking shittiest Thunderdome ever invented.
Both get eaten because they're both delicious.
They are both delicious. That's true.
All right. You ready for the next one?
Fuck yeah.
So we have the comedians bracket. All right. So.
Okay.
And I didn't necessarily. I went strong with the stand-up comedian, although it doesn't necessarily need to be a stand-up comedian. But we'll get to that. Okay. So first one, I like to put the hard ones right up at the beginning. Jerry Seinfeld versus Norm Macdonald.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah, I knew.
Now, am I supposed to evaluate them based only on their stand-up?
Who do you like more? No,
Norm Macdonald.
Okay. You don't have to base it solely on their stand-up, but however you want to base it is fine with me. So Norm Macdonald wins that one. Wow. Jerry Seinfeld goes down in the first round. Next one is Dave Attell versus Jeff Ross.
Dave Attell.
That is my pick too.
Love Dave Attell. I think he's one of the most underrated comedians out there.
Yeah.
He's fucking funny. And his stand-up is fucking great.
I'm going to see him soon, and I cannot wait to fucking see it.
He's going to be fucking great. You're going to have a good time, buddy.
I'm so excited. David Letterman versus Conan O'Brien.
Is that a question?
I don't know. What's your answer?
If anyone picks David Letterman over Conan O'Brien, they've got a fucking hole in their head. It's Conan O'Brien by a mile.
Really?
Oh my god, yes.
Wow. I'm
David Letterman's not funny.
Really?
What's the last funny thing David Letterman ever did?
I mean,
besides his fucking stupid haircut.
I mean, he's funny in that interview show he did. Like I think he's a very funny person. He's a widely renowned stand-up comedian, although I've never seen any of his stand-up. But I'm surprised that you don't like him at all. Okay.
I put that on the poll this week. Does anybody else like David Letterman?
Well, no, we already have the polls this week.
Oh, fuck.
So you got to call in. We already have it.
Yeah, call in 747 bang. Let us know if you like David Letterman or if anyone under the age of 70 likes David Letterman still.
Oh my God. No. Yes. Everybody I would say under the age of 30, if they may not like David Letterman, but no,
I'm still sticking with 70. So if anyone out there that's not collecting Social Security wants to vote on this, call in and let me know.
Call in to 747 banging. All right. Whitney Cummings versus Lisa Lampanelli.
Whitney Cummings.
Oh, okay.
I actually think she's kind of funny.
Why do you sound surprised on that?
Because those are not the two. If you were going to pick female comedians against each other, I would have picked other ones.
Well, I'm actually a fan of Whitney Cummings. Do you know who? Nikki Glaser is?
I do not.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was going to put her on this one, but I figured you wouldn't know her, and I'm a big fan of hers. But anyways, so we're on the other side now. Amy Schumer versus Sarah Silverman.
Sarah Silverman.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, I thought this was a comedian's list.
Oh.
You put Amy Schumer on this list?
I mean, she had some stand-up that was...
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay.
It was funny. You laughed a lot, did you, Travis?
No, not really. I'm a Sarah Silverman guy.
Yeah, she's fucking hysterical.
Yes.
That's not even... Dude, that's like having a fucking UFC fighter beat up on a middle schooler.
All right, next one. Aziz Ansari versus Nick Kroll.
Nick Kroll.
Wow. All right.
No hesitation, no question. I mean, Aziz is funny and all, but Kroll show? Are you fucking kidding me?
I get that. I would like to. I don't know that I've seen any of Nick Kroll's stand up. I know Aziz Ansari is hilarious. But no, I mean that one's not as that one was a tough one for me I still don't know who I would have picked there. Jim Jeffries versus Jim Gaffigan.
Man, who do I not? Oh,
good. I guess you know Jim Jeffries.
I don't really like either of them that much.
Really?
No, I'm not big on either of them. They're okay. I'm not saying they're not funny, but
Yeah, I like both of them, but I am a Jim Jeffries guy.
No, I'm going to go with you on that one. Jim Jeffries, I think, would probably win in there for me, but I wouldn't go out of my way to see either of them.
Oh, okay. All right, Chris Rock versus Dave Chappelle.
Oh. I mean, it has to be, if you judge a comedian by when they were the funniest, it has to be Dave Chappelle, right?
In my book, yes.
I think it has to be Dave Chappelle. I mean, I get he hasn't done a lot of funny stuff. Now, his new stand-up on Netflix was great.
Yes. No, I mean, yeah, I think...
But he had like a good 10-year lag between that and the last funny thing he did.
Sure. But for me, it's Dave Chappelle.
It's not quantity, it's quality. When Dave Chappelle's out there, man, fucking right.
And that's not taking anything away from Chris Rock. He is, Bigger and Blacker is an amazing special. But like, I think for my money, if you told me I got to pay $100 to go see Dave Chappelle or I got to pay $100 to go see Chris Rock, I'm going to go to see Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle, you're right. Yep, absolutely, no questions.
All right, Norm Macdonald versus Dave Attell.
Dave Attell.
I don't think I disagree.
You missed someone on this list that maybe one of my favorite comedians. Wow,
who?
Surprising.
Who?
Daniel Tosh.
I thought we were talking about comedians.
Oh, I think he'd be my number one. I think his stand-up is one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life.
I don't find his stand-up funny. Like, I don't... Yeah.
What?
I don't find his stand-up funny at all. Like, I don't...
Wow.
You know what the funny part about it is when I was kind of like researching this just to make sure I didn't miss any comedians, his name didn't even pop up at all. Like
that's interesting. I mean, he has a pretty popular show still.
He does, yeah. But like I never even thought about him because I thought you were going to say Mitch Hedberg, but
he's dead. That's different.
And I kind of wanted to bring kind of want to do some people that are still doing stuff.
So right, yeah, because I mean he's dead, so it's kind of
yeah. All right, Conan O'Brien versus Whitney Cummings.
Conan O'Brien. Silverman.
Of course, you sexist.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, I'll have the guy who's had a third-year career being a funny comedian. Sorry.
Sarah Silverman versus Nick Kroll.
Ooh, Nick Kroll.
Man, that is a tough one for me.
It's not recently, though. I mean, Sarah Silverman's funny, but she's not done much recently that I've really, really enjoyed. So it's kind of fading for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She had a stand-up special not too long ago that I liked.
And I saw it. It was okay. It wasn't great, though.
Yeah. Huh. Jim Jeffries versus Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I figured that was going to be it. All right. Final four. We have a Dave Attell versus Conan O'Brien.
God damn, that's tough. Oh, man. I think I got to go Dave Attell.
That's who I already had. I already had that one written in, but so I figured that was your that was going to be your. But that is a tough one. Yes. Yeah. Nick Kroll versus Dave Chappelle.
Ooh, that's even closer for me.
See, that one's not as close for me.
I think I'm going to go Nick Kroll.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. Now that's an upset.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. However, everything he's done is fucking hysterical.
I don't disagree. I think I would have gone Dave Chappelle on that one. So because
if you told me I could go see one comedian like that night, I'd go see Nick Kroll.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to see, especially with Dave Chappelle's last two stand-up specials. I would love to go see him live, like in a small club, and because I think his stand-up was, it was profound.
Yeah, it's great. I love him.
Yeah,
I love Nick Kroll though.
That's fine.
God damn.
This is your bracket, so we have Dave Attell versus Nick Kroll. So head on over to PW the Podcast and pwthepodcast.com and vote on Dave Attell versus Nick Kroll.
All right, the last bracket is upon us, people.
That it is.
Start getting excited. Now this one, there is no wrong answer with this one, by the way.
Okay. I can't even remember.
So the other ones, I feel like you have some upsets, some favorites. This one is like literally everything's a number one seed. The bracket is cereal.
Okay. All right.
There are 16 strong cereals out there. I'm just going to let you know.
Okay. Yeah, the funny part about that is now we'll go through this because I don't consider myself a big cereal fan.
Nah, god damn it. My talents are wasted on you.
But like I feel like there's going to be some on this list that I'm going to be, oh, you know what? That is a great cereal. So throw it at me. What you got?
Lucky Charms versus Frosted Flakes.
Ooh. Now, okay. This one is tough for a very specific reason.
What's that?
So years ago when all the cereals went to whole grains, all right, the cereal changed. And I feel like the whole grain aspect to all these cereals now leave a terrible aftertaste. Like I've
never even thought about that till you said that.
It is. I don't know. Years ago, hands down, this would have been easy for me. It's Lucky Charms. Frosted Flakes loses their flavor too quickly, so it was Lucky Charms. However, Lucky Charms now has a terrible aftertaste, and I can't, like it. It's just like when you burp later and you burp up that like grossness that is. I just can't do it. It's Frosted Flakes on this one.
People call in, let me know if you've noticed that there's an aftertaste.
Yeah,
I've never heard that from anyone.
That's the whole reason. Like, I know I'm sure it's going to be on your list. Honey Nut Cheerios used to be my absolute favorite cereal. Now it is dog shit.
Okay. I never really thought. I've never heard that. I eat cereal occasionally. I've never noticed a difference.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but boy, for me, it's just terrible.
I want to ask around. I want to hear if other people have had the same problem with the change to the whole. I do remember they know it all is whole grains and stuff now. I do know that.
Right.
I wonder if people feel the same way.
I don't know. It's like it's the same thing with like, and you and I have talked about this before. Like gum now, like Juicy Fruit. Juicy Fruit used to be an awesome gum. And now like, you can chew it for max 30 seconds.
30 seconds, it's out of flavor.
And it's not even out of flavor. It turns to like a gross, like a bitter flavor that it's just bad. Like if I'm chewing Juicy Fruit, I'm gonna be chewing like 5 pieces in the span of like 2 minutes because every time I forget to spit it out before it goes bad, and then like I got to get another piece to take away that flavor, and then another piece, and it's just
that's how they got you, bro. They got you roped in for a whole pack every time you chew one piece.
Except I've learned my lessons now. Never buy Juicy Fruit.
If only the cigarette industry could figure it out. They smoke one cigarette, smoke the whole pack.
Ooh, this cigarette leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
I need another cigarette to get rid of the cigarette taste.
Well, I mean, honestly, that's why cloves are popular to some people.
Oh, good call. All right, so next on the list, we have Cheerios versus Captain Crunch.
Just regular Cheerios?
Any Cheerios. You use your imagination. Okay. The best Cheerios, live your best Cheerio life.
I know this is another unpopular opinion, but I'm not a big Captain Crunch fan. However, with that said, it's still I'm going to go with Captain Crunch because Cheerios are dead to me.
I'm not a huge Captain Crunch fan either, but I think I would do the same as you. Next on the list, Cookie Crisp versus Fruit Loops.
Ooh, I do like an occasional Fruit Loops, but it's Cookie Crisp. I mean,
it's Cookie Crisp, right?
You're eating cookies for breakfast.
How can you go wrong?
I know how you can go wrong. You're eating cookies for breakfast, but if I have to, if I got to make that choice, I'm eating cookies for breakfast.
All right, Cookie Crisp it is. Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Rice Krispies.
Did we talk about this before on the podcast about Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I don't know. Did we?
I feel like we may have. I don't remember if we have or not, but like I have a very specific memory when it comes to Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
So when I was in high school, I used to record movies off of TV. That's theft, bro. like I would DVR or record, however you want to put it, but movies off of TV that like I wasn't allowed to watch. Actually, it was probably more like middle school because it was like rated R movies. Like the one that I very specifically remember is the first Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay, good movie, classic.
Yeah, so like I recorded it and like, but I would only watch it before school, like in the mornings for like 15 minutes at a time. And then just keep picking up. But so I when I was younger, and actually now too, I cannot eat the same thing over and over and over again. So basically, by the end of a box of cereal, I would be tired of the cereal. And during my watching of Nightmare on Elm Street, it was Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So like anytime somebody brings up Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I just think of Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's a fucking weird fucking pull.
I know.
Weird flex, but okay.
So it was Cinnamon Toast Crunch versus Rice Krispies.
Yep.
I'm going to Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
All right. Anytime everyone says Rice Krispies, I think of that Mitch Hedberg skit: Snap, crackle, Mitch, and pop. So you know, and I know crackle. All right. Bottom half of the bracket now: Apple Jacks versus Trix.
Apple Jacks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, Apple Jacks are one of my least favorite cereals.
That doesn't surprise me, and I understand that where people wouldn't like them, but I do really like Apple Jacks, even though they taste nothing like apples.
No, they don't. No, they taste like sugar, which is delicious.
Like,
all right.
it's not even a
now into the health food portion of the bracket: Frosted Mini Wheats versus Raisin Bran.
Frosted Mini Wheats, hands down.
Yeah, that's a pretty fucking great cereal.
I hate raisins to begin with, so it just becomes bran.
Okay.
So like and Frosted
Fruity
Mini
Pebbles.
Wheats. Oh, go ahead.
Versus Kick. I said Fruity Pebbles versus Kix.
Fruity Pebbles versus Kix. It's Kix. It's kid tested.
Oh, Fruity Pebbles?
Yeah, I'm not a Fruity Pebbles guy.
Wow.
Sorry.
God, you are a fucking alien. All right, last of the first round here: Life cereal versus Reese's Peanut Butter Puffs.
See, this is going to be one where like everybody's going to disagree with me, but I'm going to go with Life. For the sheer fact that
you don't like peanut butter.
I'm not a huge fan of peanut butter, and I certainly don't like it like in my breakfast.
Oh, certainly not in your breakfast, sir. How dare you?
Well, like you know how like people put peanut butter on waffles or pancakes. That
sometimes, yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
That shit doesn't happen in my house.
Got it. Okay, your house is the no fun zone.
Exactly. Yes.
Got
yeah.
It. No fun.
We're just eating our Raisin Bran without the raisins.
That's just bran. That's a Wheaties, bro. They're not on this list for a reason. That's not breakfast. That's health food.
Anyways, I'm kind of surprised you didn't put grape nuts on that list.
Nah, I wanted to put kids' foods on it.
Do you remember grape nuts that are only good? Yeah, it's only good if you put a handful of sugar on it.
Right, exactly. All right. I mean, I could put Special K on it too. This isn't a fucking podcast for fucking 80-year-olds. Here we go. Frosted Flakes versus Captain Crunch.
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes it is. Cookie Crisp versus Rice Krispies.
Cookie Crisp.
Cookies for breakfast. It's tough to beat, man.
It really is.
Apple Jacks versus Frosted Mini Wheats.
Apple Jacks.
Wow. No hesitation over Frosted Mini Wheats. Wow.
No. Now, I was starting to say before you cut me off, Frosted Mini Wheats are good. Like, you know, you gotta just make sure, you know, all the frosted isn't worn off by the milk. You gotta eat them quickly. But
right, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Life versus Kix.
Ooh. See, this one's tough for me. The reason is when it comes to sweets, and I'll explain that a little bit in a second. When it comes to sweets, I am more of a cinnamon guy. I'd much rather have a cinnamon sweet than I would like a chocolate sweet.
Funny, because you kicked out Cinnamon Toast Crunch in the first round.
Oh, dude! But if you put,
I don't believe a word you say, sir.
No. If you put Life cereal up against Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cinnamon Life is so much better than Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It's the best cinnamon life cereal out there. Live your best life,
right?
Cereal, whatever.
So I think I'm going Life over. What was it? Kix. Yep. I think I'm going. That's what I'm doing.
All right, and the final four: Frosted Flakes versus Cookie Crisp.
Frosted Flakes versus Cookie Crisp. Cookie Crisp, I guess. It's got to be
for
right?
breakfast. Tough to beat.
Yeah.
Apple Jacks versus Life.
Oh man. I mean, do I go the way that my heart is telling me to go?
If you're hungry right now, Chavez, what would you rather buy? What are you gonna have a snack of?
What is it? Apple Jacks versus
Life.
I like how you can't even put a positive spin on Life. You're just like,
I can't
Life.
muster the enthusiasm.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm gonna go with Apple Jacks then.
All right. So the final is Cookie Crisp versus Apple Jacks.
Right. So
those are two solid cereals.
I'm a big fan, but that's just me.
Cookies for breakfast, though, tough to beat. We'll see what the listeners think.
Yep.
You can vote at pwthepodcast.com. We'll put all four of the brackets up on the podcast.
That's it.
That's the episode, man. We fucking made it, bro. Right on time.
We did. I thought we were. This one's always a tough one because there's a lot of discussion that goes in or that's involved with it. But
I try to keep to a minimum, but you always go off on tangents. You know, it's tough. No, there's no end times this week. We didn't prepare an end times because we thought we would go over. So
right, yeah. I like the inner monologue when it comes to deciding these, but that's just me. So
it's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You got to explain your choices. You know,
that's true. That's true. Wow, I believe at this point that is a dated reference.
Is it really? I thought that show was still on the air.
It might be. I don't. Who wants? Yeah. Maybe.
What if I Want to Be a Millionaire still? Am I allowed to? What was that game show with the fucking briefcases? Is that show still on TV?
What didn't Howie Mandel do that?
Yeah, what was that show called?
God, I don't know.
Because that was the dumbest show in the history of television.
Yeah, I don't. By the way, there are still episodes of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on TV. I'm not 100% sure if they're new ones or not, but I'm pretty sure they are.
Oh wow, we could go in the studio eyes. We could be picked, Travis. We could be millionaires still.
We could be.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so fucking excited.
Hold on. I'm almost to the point where I'm gonna get the name of this goddamn game show because I can't. Deal or No Deal.
Oh god, that show was so fucking stupid. Is there money in this case? Is there money in that case? How about that one? Is there money in this case? Is there money in this? Dude, fuck that show.
Yep. So.
Fuck that show. All right, the number is 747 banging.
That's 747-226-4464.
Go ahead and call in. We got a lot of things to talk about this week. I think I told people to call in like 7 or 8 times. Nobody will, but if you do, we'll play it on air. Andy, call in for your fucking apology still. I'm not going to ever forget that, you fucking son of a bitch.
Yeah, I want to hear what? We want to hear if you still find David Letterman funny. What was the other thing that we...
I really want to hear about David Letterman. Does anybody under the age of 70 think that man is funny?
And then there was another one that you had. I can't remember what it is at this point. But
listen to the episode. I'll go back and listen later. But go back and listen and call in. Everyone call in for all the reasons. Yeah. Tell me how stupid Deal No Deal was. I need some people to agree with me on that.
If you don't feel like calling, you can always comment on our social media pages, PW the Podcast and Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah, you can comment there. We'll read them on there. Whatever. We won't put your name on if you don't want us to. Don't worry.
We're getting a bunch of new followers on some of the social media, and I'd like to try to start using those a little bit more than we have. We still put up pictures every week for the episodes, but check us out on there. There's going to be more surprises to come. Thanks this week to Frank for following us, among others. But yeah.
All right, great. And listen, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, wherever good podcasts are hosted. We slide in the side door, if you will.
The Lori Loughlin door.
By the way, I was right. That story still has legs. People are loving to rip on her, man.
Yeah, they are. I'm still not sure that people actually care. And also, you were right about another thing. her husband was arrested.
Yes, no, it was William H. Macy I wasn't right about.
Yeah, he hasn't been. He hasn't even he got off.
He wasn't charged. He's okay, but you're right. Lori Loughlin's husband's also been arrested.
Yeah, he was arrested first. $1 million.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, $1 million bail. She was out of the country, or she was out of the state, or something like that.
You should have stayed out, bitch. Fucking run! Don't ever come back.
Yeah, but I don't know where.
Someone, fucking Julia Roberts, who fucking everyone loves. They think she's like the best person in the world.
Right.
She came out today and said something that the biggest thing, the worst part about this scandal is that the parents didn't believe in their children enough, which is why they had to bribe all these people to do this for them. And I'm thinking to myself, reading, so I'm like, you think that's the worst thing to happen out of this? Is that a bunch of slutties didn't believe in their fucking idiot children? That's the worst thing to happen?
Honestly, if anything, I'm glad that these parents finally like wised up and didn't think their kid was like the best thing ever. And they're like, yeah, my kid's a dummy and needs some help.
Yeah, Julia Roberts, you're a fucking idiot. That was the dumbest thing I've heard in a long time.
But anyways, back to what Bobo was saying about where to find our podcast. When you do find our podcast, and I know you did because you're listening, give us a rating. Give us a 5-star rating. Give us a thumbs up, depending on where you're, whatever.
Give us a funny review we can read on air. That's always appreciated.
Absolutely. Yeah, those are always much appreciated.
Or if you don't want to leave a review, just put 5 stars and move on. If you only have a minute, that's fine too. We also appreciate that. That's cool too.
We do. So,
but I want to read the funny ones.
Anything else you got?
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll talk to you next week.
See you next Thursday.